Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Can we get started?
Yes, Prabhu.
Sorry for the delay. There was some technical issue. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Om Paramagurubhyo Namaha. Om Sarvagurubhyo Namaha. नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी शुद्धमुद्बोध्य कृष्णम् पारार्त्यं स्वं श्रुतिसरसिरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ति सोऽचिष्ठायां स्वजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोधा तस्यै नम इदमिदं य एवास्तु भूयः அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன் இசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தோல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்னை விதியென்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. In the last Pasuram, we learned that Andal did Sharanagati. In this Pasuram, the speciality of this Pasuram is that this Pasuram is considered to be the Tiruppavai of the Tiruppavai. There are two Pasurams, which is 15 and 29, are considered to be very special, and we'll see why they're very special. And this is the Pasuram. The second speciality of this Pasuram is the last Pasuram where Andal sings this song in the mood of Gopis of Gokulam. The next Pasuram that we are going to see tomorrow, which will be the last Pasuram, Vanga Kadal Kadainda Madhavane Keshavane, she sings on her original position as daughter of Periyalva, as Andal itself. In the previous Pasuram, it explains that what is the Swarupam, what is the essential nature of those who are surrendered to God. That is, when a person takes Diksha or initiation, one should not think that initiation is the end of one's spiritual journey. They have attained the highest, whatever the thing is, they have attained the highest platform in the spirituality. Rather, initiation is the beginning of one's Krishna consciousness. A new life starts after one gets initiated. Whereas the initiated devotees that time start thinking and doing things that pleases Krishna, and he doesn't do things that displeases Krishna, and he has complete faith in Guru and Krishna that they will protect us. From that point onwards, he does things that always in Krishna consciousness, and he doesn't do anything that is not the Krishna consciousness, and he doesn't go and try to find shelter of anyone else to help that person after initiation. He doesn't go to this person, that god, this god. He only surrendered to Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is the only source who can save us. No one else can save us. And is there any other means besides after you surrender that you have to follow? Maybe you have to do something differently. Start doing Kriya Yoga and this yoga and that yoga. Not necessary. One doesn't need to do any of those things. And that is what the Swarupam, the essential nature of those who are surrendered to Krishna. This is what we saw in the previous Pasuram, where Anukulyasya Sankalpaka, Paratikulyasya Varjanam, Rakshasyetiti Vishwaso, Karpanyam, and then Goptritva Varanam Tata. These are the 5 Angas of Sharanagati. Those who are surrendered to Krishna, these are the 5 things one has to follow. In this Pasuram, we have been eagerly waiting to know one secret to revealed by Andal. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting on that one particular term, which has been used often throughout Tiruppavai. Narayane Namakai Parai Taruvan. கூடுகளமுடைய பாவாய் எழுந்திராய் பாடி பறை கொண்டு நம்மால் போற்ற பறை தரும் புண்ணியனார் அறை பறை மாயன் மணிவண்ணனை நெண்ணிலை வாய் நேர்ந்தான் என்றென்றும் சேவகமே ஏட்டி பறை கொள்வான் உன்னை அறுத்தித்து வந்தோம் பறை தருதியாகில் சால பெரும் பறையே பறையே பல்லாண்டிசைப்பாரே உன் தன்னோடு பறை கொண்டு யாம் பெரும் சம்மானம். Yeah, பறை. And then இறைவா நீ தாராய் பறை. So you see, all this person is speaking about this term called parai, 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 parai. And the translation that we've been seeing for this term parai is an instrument or a drum that they're asking for. And quite interesting, such a Tiruppavai, which is considered to be a Vedas, it's just all is asking about doing all this prayers and finally ask for a drum to play something. It's not so. And that is what is going to be revealed in this particular passage. The secret is going to be revealed in this passage. But before we go to that, understanding another third point, the important thing about this particular passage. A great sage by name Parasara Bhatta, who was the one who composed this particular, the first thing that you're seeing on the screen, Nila Dunga Sanagridati Saptamudbhoti Krishnam. That particular passage, that particular sloka has been composed in glorification of Tiruppavai by Parasara Bhatta. So the Parasara Bhatta has given an instruction to all his disciples that everyone must, without fail, every day must chant the 30 Pasarams of Tiruppavai. Every single day, without failing, everyone should chant Tiruppavai. But then the disciples were telling the chanting Tiruppavai every day will take 10 to 20 minutes at least. If you are doing the 30 Pasaram, it will take 15 to 20 minutes. So is there anything else we can do? Reduce that one. Then Parasara Bhatta said, okay, let's chant the first 4 Pasaram, first 3 Pasaram, Narayane, Namakke Parai, Vayyattu Valvirgal, Ongi Ulagalanda. Chant those 3, and the last 4 Pasarams, which is what we are seeing in this, the last 4 minutes out of whatever the 4 that we are in the 29th Pasaram. The last 4 Pasaram you can chant every day, which makes it 7, 3 plus 4, 7 Pasarams. And again, disciples are said, well, even 7 is little difficult. Can you please reduce it to maybe some other number, 1 number? And then Parasara Bhatta said, at any cost, at least chant the 29th Pasaram every single day, without failing. Every single day, you just chant this particular Pasaram. And that shows how important this Pasuram is. But then disciples, you know how the disciples are. They said, this one has 8 lines. This Pasuram also has 8 lines. What to do? Is there any other thing that we can do? Then Parasara Bhatta was laughing to himself. What else you can keep on reducing? People doesn't want to do anything. They all want an easy way to get out. They don't want to take any little bit of austerity, a penance. Everything want to happen in 2 minutes, in 1 minute. Faster, faster, faster. So Parasara Bhatta did not say anything. He said, well, if you can't even chant 1 Pasaram which has 8 lines, just think about me chanting Tiruppavai. Just think about me chanting Tiruppavai. That is good enough. That is good enough. So at least we cannot chant Tiruppavai. We cannot chant 7 sloka, 7 Pasaram. We cannot chant the 29th. At least we think of those who are chanting Tiruppavai. What happens is that when you start thinking of those people who are chanting Tiruppavai, then we get attracted to chanting Tiruppavai. Then we will start chanting the 29th Pasaram. Then we'll start adding the 3 plus 4, first 3 and last 4 Pasaram. Then we start chanting 30 Pasarams every day. So that is how the taste develops. So when we think about those people who are in Krishna consciousness, we also get impacted. We also get that good disease. We get influence. We get that good disease, or we also become Krishna consciousness. Therefore, thinking of devotees in a nicer way, good manner, without any offenses, will help us in growing Krishna consciousness. A very important point. We should not think bad about devotees. it's going to pull us down, rather thinking about devotees, good thing about devotees, how nicely he's doing, how nicely he's chanting, how nicely he is also doing services, how nicely he's managing the temple, how nicely he's doing fundraising, how nicely he's doing marketing, how nicely he's doing cooking, anything for that matter. When you start thinking those things, then naturally we will also become like that. And our interest for Krishna consciousness will also grow. What's happening right now is, more than thinking about goodness of the devotees, we are thinking about so many other things. How bad he is, what he is, he should have done like that, he should have not done this one. We are thinking so many things, and how can we expect that we are going to grow in Krishna consciousness? That is not possible at all. As long as we have a jealousy, enmity, or bad thoughts about devotees, our progress is not that we are not going to progress. Our progress in Krishna consciousness is going to be stumbling. It's just going to be lot of bumps on the road. It's just not going to be easy journey. So therefore, it's nice if you want to have a quick journey in Krishna consciousness, progress nicely. Think good about devotees, and that is exactly what Parasara Bhatta said. If we cannot do something, at least appreciate and think of those people who are doing good things in Krishna's service. Think about them. When you start thinking, then naturally you will start developing good thoughts, good deeds, good words, and you'll start doing activities yourself, services to yourself. So திருப்பாவை ஆவது இப்பாட்டு. திருப்பாவை ஆவது இப்பாட்டு. Periyavachan Pillai gives in his commentary, he says that Tiruppavai ஆவது இப்பாட்டு means this song that we are going to see makes Tiruppavai as Tiruppavai. And if you paid attention, we said the same sentence, same dialogue when we did the 15th Pasuram. எல்லே இளங்கிலியே இன்னம் உறங்குதியோ சில்லென் அடைமேன் நங்கிமேற் போதருகின்றேன் வள்ளை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாய் அறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடே எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்து எண்ணிக்கொள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றாரை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேரோர் எம்பாவாய். In this pasuram also we said the same thing. That is the 15th pasuram, is the pasuram which makes Tiruppavai as Tiruppavai. So what is so special about 15th Pasuram and what is so special about 29th Pasuram? By the way, I'm not going to go through what 15th Pasuram is. There's recordings are available. If you have missed it or if you have forgotten, I request you to go back and study again, or listen again. So in 15th Pasuram, how a devotee must behave is being told very clearly in the 15th Pasuram. How a devotee must behave. That is what explained in the Yelle Ilankiliye Pasuram. In this 29th Pasuram, how a deity or Bhagavan should behave towards devotee. Quite interesting. It's not only rules and things for us, how we have to do. Also for Krishna, he has his condition, his rules and policies, that what he has to do towards his devotees. Therefore, that is about 15th is about devotees' behavior, and 29th is about Krishna's behavior, how he is going to reciprocate to devotees. Now let's do the connection. In the 25th Pasuram, Andal calls out and tells Krishna, this is the purpose you have come. And 26th Pasuram, and then Andal asks, we need some items for us to perform the nombu, what to us perform the penance. Krishna gives it. And 27th Pasuram, Andal says, the nombu is completed, the fasting is done, the penance is done. So give us some gift. Give us some appreciation, token of appreciation. Krishna also gives that one. After that has happened, then Andal understand that how much great Krishna is. Then she says, this is the only way that I have to do. Now I cannot do anything more than this, because I don't have any other means. I don't have any other shelter to go. It's only your lotus feet, Krishna. I'm surrendering at your lotus feet. That is 28th Pasuram, where Sharanagati is being performed. And now in the 29th Pasuram, Krishna is going to ask, now that you have surrendered, and I've given you a token of appreciation of whatever you asked for. What else you need? What else you need? And Andal says, Parai, my dear Lord, Parai. And Krishna said, yeah, I know, you've been asking this, but I come somehow or the other kept on dragging for until 28th Pasuram. You've been asking Parai, 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 Parai. So I've been pushing that off. I just didn't pay much attention. Now it looks like that's the only item that is left out for you. You need Parai, correct? And Ananda said, yes, we need Parai. Immediately, Krishna happily rushed into his room, and he picked up the instrument and came and gave to Andal and said, take this instrument. Parai is an instrument, it's a drum. So like Mridanga, whatever. It's a different shape though. So he gave that Parai to Andal. And Andal said, No, 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 thanks. You can have this one. If I want to get this instrument, I could have just gone to Amazon.com and purchased it, or gone to some other place. It's just 10, 20, $15, $50 maybe. Then I can pay and buy it. But I don't want this Parai. Krishna said, what is then? You are the one who asked for Parai, and I'm giving you Parai. What else you want? What do you mean by Parai then? Then Andal is going to tell what is that Parai in this beautiful 29th Pasuram. Let's enjoy. சிற்றும் சிறுகாலை வந்துன்னை சேவித்து உன் பொற்றாமரை அடியே போற்றும் பொருள் கேளாய் பெற்றும்மை துண்ணும் குளத்தில் பிறந்து நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொள்ளாமல் போகாது இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழ் பிறவிக்கும் உன் தொன்னோருற்றோமே ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாமாச் செய்வோம் மற்றினம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய் மற்றினம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Very beautiful song. This can be meditated on our daily basis as practicing devotees. So now let's see the Padapada Artham. Chitranne. Chitra means Citrum Sirigale. Citran means very. Siru means early. Kale means morning. Vandu means come. Why why we have taken so much trouble to come and collect a parai of this instrument? We have done we have taken all the struggle and difficulties to come in the morning and ask you something, and you're going to give this drum. You think that's why we came to just get a drum? We could have just got it from my father, by my neighbor, my uncle, or gone to a shop and got something. But we have come very, very early in the morning. We have come to you. Vandu, Andal is saying, you should have Vandu means we have come. In other words, what Andal is telling to Krishna is, we should have not come. You should have come to us. You should have come to us like how you came to Gajendra. Gajendra did not go to you, and you went to Gajendra. Not only simply Vande, Unnai, Sevithu. Unnai means you. Sevithu means worship. Sevithu is a very rich word in Tamil, Sevithu, because it's nice to use these words at times. Seva, right? Seva means sometimes I went to temple, I saw God, right? Those are not a nice terms to say, I saw God in the temple. It's not a right thing. Rather, say with, I went to for the seva purpose. I went, even darshan is a seva. Having taken darshan of in front of go in front of the Lord, standing in front of the Lord, and admiring and appreciating the beauty of the Lord and what He has done to our life. When appreciating, this is also a seva. Prayer is also one, by the way, it's a seva. So, unnai sevithu, in other words, we came all the way here in the morning and we are praying to you. Not only we came, we also praying to you, worshiping you without even considering the pain that we have in our feet. We've been coming all the way, walking and taking all the struggle, and we didn't even think about my knee is hurting, my ankle is paining, my foot is hurting, I have this problem, that problem. We didn't even think for a moment what problem I have. I simply came here. We just came here. Instead, you should have come to me. Rather, we came to you, or I came to you, Krishna. Your, potramari, potru means good. Tamarai, potru plus tamarai. Potru means gold. Tamarai means lotus. Potru plus tamarai becomes potramari. Potramari is golden lotus, golden lotus. Adiye, potramari, adiye. Your lotus feet, your golden lotus feet. How did even Krishna have this golden complexion? Because what we have seen is that we have always seen Krishna in a black color. We heard every time we hear about Krishna's complexion is black in color, blue monsoon color, and all the mega kshamala and so forth. We always think Krishna color is black, dark in complexion, whereas it says that where his lotus feet is golden complexion. Just imagine, whole body is in black color, the feet is in the dark color. How is that possible? Right? How is that possible? It is because before we get that one, the point is what Andal is telling is you have the nature of potramari, gold, and the lotus has its unique qualities. Gold has a shining nature and it does not deteriorate. It does not dry up. The gold does not dry up, it always shines. Plus, the lotus is produces a fragrance and it is soft. The lotus is soft, it produces nice fragrance, whereas gold is shining and also it does not deteriorate. Therefore, your lotus sweet is that which always shines, which does not deteriorate, it gives a lot of fragrance and it's very, very soft. Potramarai. Potramarai adiye potri. Now the question is, how did you even get this potramari? How did you even get this potramari? Because who's massaging the feet of Krishna, Narayana? Who's massaging constantly the foot of Krishna? That is Sri Mahalakshmi. And her complexion is molten gold. She's not dark in complexion. She's Hiranya Varnam Harinim. The Shastra says Hiranya Varnam Harinim. Harinim. Hiranya Varnam Harinim. She's just in a golden complexion. And when she's massaging, as she massage, when you take a gold and take a ordinary stone or some other material, you keep rubbing to each other. Some of the gold particle and things will get stuck to the other material, which is not gold. It gets stuck. Therefore, as Mahalakshmi is massaging and massaging and massaging, what happens is some of her gold complexion, gold thing particles got stuck into Krishna's lotus feet. Therefore, he became Potramari. Otherwise, Krishna is not Potramari. His piece is not lotus feet, golden lotus feet. It is God became golden lotus feet because of Mother Mahalakshmi. Because of her, he got a Potramari. That means it confirms. And another important point is, if you remember a couple of pasrams back, we saw that Nappinai, Krishna's concert, went back from, instead of 501, she went back to Krishna and went and sat next to Krishna, right? So she left them and went over there with Krishna. She said, and where is the confirmation that she gone back to Krishna? This is the confirmation. Potramare confirms that Nappinai is sitting next to Krishna. Therefore, some shade of gold is on Krishna. Otherwise, if she's not sitting next to Krishna, Krishna will be dark in complexion. He doesn't have anything to do with gold complexion. It's because she is sitting next to Napini, sitting next to Krishna. Krishna is Potramari Adi. Adi means not slap on someone's face. Adi means feet. Adi means feet. We only worship what she's saying Adiye. Not she's not telling Adi, Adiyum. When you say Adiyum means also. When you add to some subject, then it becomes that also. Cell, but she's telling Adiye. That means we only worship your lotus feet, not your finger, not your hip, not your lotus mouth, not your eyes, not your hair, nothing. We know they are all equally great, everything. But Adiye means we only worship your lotus feet, no other part of your body. Because when our eyes falls on your lotus feet, where is the question of going to the next stage of enjoying the Krishna's Pitambaram, Krishna's hip, Krishna's chest, Krishna's neck, Krishna's lotus lips, Krishna's nose, Krishna's eyes, Krishna's ears, and Krishna's head. You can't even get your eyes out of your lotus feet. Where are we going to raise up? That means we should understand when we go to the temple, we just spend a fraction of second seeing the deities and come out. If you're if we are in such a love for Krishna, if we put our eye on one part of Krishna, our eye should not move out of that part because we are captivated by that particular limb of Krishna. Therefore, Andal is Adiye. Adiye means I put my eyes on your lotus feet. The eyes are not moving out of this place. I can't even see any other thing that you have a leg, you have a hip, you have a chest, you have a mouth, you have a face, you have a hair. I don't even know whether you have any of this thing. Adiye, because I'm captivated by the beauty of Potramare Adiye Potrum. Potrum means praised. Praise. Potramare Adiye Potrum Porul. Now she's saying Porul means the reason, Prayojanam. Porul means Prayojanam. What is the reason? What is the Prayojana? What is the end result? We are praising your lotus feet. We are praising your lotus feet. We came all the way from taking care of all the addressing many things, passing all the obstacles. We came early in the morning and to your Potramari Adiye Potram, to your lotus feet, the gold and not ordinary lotus feet, golden lotus feet. Why golden lotus feet? Because gold does not deteriorate. Gold is shiny, whereas lotus flower Lotus has a fragrance and then it's very soft. Therefore, your lotus feet, Pottamaladiye Potu, we came here to pray and to you. For what reason? Porul, Kelai, here. Kelai, listen for the reason why we have surrendered at your lotus feet. Surrendering is done on the 28th Pasaram, 29th. She is telling a reason why we have surrendered unto you. Andal, now at this point, Andal has taken as a position of an Acharya, as a guru, and she's giving some instructions to Krishna. That is why this Pasaram is how Krishna should behave with his devotees. Right? So Andal is giving instruction now, the instruction for taking a position of an acharya and telling Krishna what needs to be done. So Andal is asking, do you remember which clan, which community you appeared into? Do you know which community you appeared into? Petrum, Kelai, Petrum means over here cattle, cow, buffalo, goat. Meith means grazing. Meith means grazing. So unnum means eat. Kulatil means community. Pirandu, born. You are born in a community, in a cowherd community. A cowherd community. So Andal is asking, do you remember? Do you know which community you belong to? Krishna says, oh yeah, I belong to cowherd community. Andal said, do you know what's the greatness of community? That community that you born into? And then Krishna, what is so great about this community? And then she goes on, Pirandu, ni, you, kuttreval. பெற்றும் மேய்த்தும் களத்தில் பிறந்து yeah நீ you she's calling out Krishna, you are omniscient, omnipresent, sarvagnya, sarva shaktiman, you know, sarva vyapi, you are so and so and so. That is the meaning of what you means. Ni, you, kutreval is quite Krishna was quietly listening to what she's going to tell. But it's amazing to know that you don't know what you're supposed to be doing. Krishna, you are an all knower, but you are born into this family, but you don't know what you're supposed to do. How now that I understand, I think I now that I understand you're born into this community, looks like because of the association of people like us, the coward boys and girls, looks like you lost your knowledge, intelligence. You become whom you associate with, right? If as Prabhupada says, as you associate with a drunkard, you will become a drunkard. If you associate with a businessman, you may tend to become a businessman. If you associate with a dancer, you may start learning dancing. If you associate with a devotee, you may become a devotee. If you associate with cowherd boys and girls, you will become a cowherd boys and girls. Cowherd boys and girls doesn't have much intelligence. Looks like because of your association with us, with cowherd boys and girls, you lost your intelligence. பிறந்து நீ but you lost your intelligence. But because we have associated with you, we got the intelligence. It's the other way around now. You associate with the cowherd boys and girls, you lost your intelligence because they don't have intelligence. They don't know whether to eat on the left hand or right hand, whether to wash hand before eating or after. They don't have any clue about it, whether to sit and eat or stand and eat and walk and eat. They don't know anything about it. They have no clue about these things. You associated with them, therefore you lost the intelligence. We associated with you, we got the intelligence from you. Looks like your intelligence has come to you, and our intelligence, which we don't have any intelligence, is come to you. Krishna is telling, that's all fine now. Tell me what is that you came here for. Don't keep on telling me all this thing. Tell me what is that you came here for. Could travel. This is where the secrets are getting revealed on this particular line. Could travel. Intimate closeness. Intimate, confidential relationship. Could travel means we want something very confidential, very close, that makes it very close to you. Could travel. Could travel engalai, ours, கொள்ளாமல், without taking, travel எங்களை கொள்ளாமல் போகாது, don't go away, don't reject us. Travel எங்களை கொள்ளாமல் போகாது. It trip today, Parai. You see the word comes here, Parai. I did not put the literal meaning of Parai here yet, because as we go through what it is, it will be more relishable and nice. Therefore, I did not purposely put the literal meaning of what Parai is here. Kolvan, grace, Andru, we are not. Khan, look. Govinda, please look. You look here. You give your, look here. And then Itrikum, forever. Year means 7. Year means 7. Piravikkum means birth. Means your. Govinda, Krishna. Okay, now I understand you need something. No problem. I'll give you what you want. I'll give you what you want. How long do you want? Let me put a timer. Do you want only for 1 hour or 2 hour or 3 hour? He said, no, no, not hourly basis. Oh, okay, I'll give you on a day basis. How about Sunday? Can I give you what you ask on a Sunday? And Anand, no, no, not only Sunday. That's not enough. Okay, maybe a weekend, Saturday and Sunday, you can take that what you want and enjoy. And Andal is saying, not just Saturday and Sunday. And Krishna is saying, what about the entire week? Only a week that you're going to give me that one? No, not just 1 week. And Krishna said, do you want it for 365 days? What you're asking, you want it for 365 days? And Andal said, not just 365 days, as long as I live in this world. As long as I live in this world, I want what I'm asking from you to continue. And not only that, after I leave this world, when I come to you, I want the same thing that I'm asking you now to continue there also. And this is a puzzle for you all to start thinking about what is she asking? What is she asking? What is he going to ask, right? So, etrekum forever, forever, not only now, seven lifetimes, life after life after life after lifetime, parai. We need that parai. Unnum, you, தோன்றும் together. Yeah, ஒற்றோமே related, ஒற்றோமே related. I want this parai. I want this parai, not without any interruption. There was an interruption took place for Mother Sita. There was an interruption took place for Bharata. Bharata was not able to get what I'm asking for 14 years. Sita was not able to get what I'm asking from you for 10 months. But the rest of the time they had that opportunity, but not this one. But here is a clue. But I want that Parai like Lakshmana. Like Lakshmana. That is what we really want. Avom, want to be. Unakke, only to you. Nam, we. Art Shaivom, we will become your slave. We'll become your Matrai, this is the last line of Pasuram. Matrai, other Nam, our Kamangal means desires. Not only literally meaning of some relationship with man and girl and boy or man and woman. Kamam means it's a desire. Anything can be, any desires can be called as kamam. So kamangal, desires, matru means remove in this terms, not change. Change means, yeah, it's also change can also be applied. Change our desire to something else. We may have all different types of desires in our heart, but you please change that desire into something else. Change the desire from this desire to some other desire by removing the other desires that we have. That is the word by word meaning of this pasuram. Very, very beautiful pasuram. Let's see what's the meaning of this pasuram. In the early hours of the morning, we have come to worship you and praise your golden lotus like feet. Born are we in the coward caste. You should not decline our service and homage. Listen, O Govinda, not only for today do we seek the drum, but for evermore. Actually, the little translation where I took this from, it tells not like this. I changed that one, the drum. I put drum, but it was something else. But forevermore, 7 times, 7 birth, we would be one with you and play the drum again. I changed the word. Play the drum for you and to you alone. Change all our other desires, O Lord. சிற்றும் சிறுகாலை வந்துன்னை சேவித்து உன் பொற்றாமரை அடியே போற்றும் பொருள் கேளாய் பெற்றும்மை துண்ணும் குளத்தில் பிறந்து நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழ் பிறவிக்கும் உன் தன்னோடு உற்றோமே ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம் மற்றினம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம். It's a very beautiful term. உனக்கே நான் ஆட்செய்வோம் means I'm here only for your purpose. Only to you I surrender. I don't surrender to anyone else. You are the Lord, my Lord. So in the 15th Pasuram, we saw that it's a details about how a devotee should behave, and over here it is about how Krishna should behave. Andal is saying, we have come to you This is itself a big effort that we have done from our art, from our end. You cannot ask anything more than that. We have come to you. Be happy with that. You be happy with that. How many people are coming to the temple? There are hundreds and thousands of millions of people in the world. How many people are coming to you? Not many. So when we are coming out of millions of people, we are coming to you. It's a big effort that I put and come to you. So you have to understand where we are coming from, and rather than understanding that you are not taking you're taking it for granted. Actually speaking, we shouldn't have come to you at all. I shouldn't have come to your temple at all. I shouldn't have done anything to you. How you reciprocate, all knower, knowing my condition, you should have come to me. Like how you went to Gajendra. Gajendra did not come to you. You went to him. Even though it is appears that Vibhishana came from Lanka to you, but actually the distance from Lanka to you, what is that? He just flew and came. Whereas you walked and came from Ayodhya to here to receive Vibhishna. So in my case, we have come to you. We have come to you. So my dear Krishna is telling, then why did you all do this if you just come here and you surrendered to me? Why are you in so much of anxiety that keep on telling some as if you're restless? It appears that you're very restless. Why are you restless? When you surrendered to me, you should be restless. You should be free. You should not have any sort of doubts in your heart that I will save or I will not save. You have to have Mahavishwasam. You have the complete faith that I will give you what you want whenever the time comes. That Mahavishwasam is a very, very important part in Sharanagati. Then now that you have surrendered, then what is the problem for you? And Krishna is saying, oh, so what do you want now? Tell me what you want. Andal is telling that Sitrum Sirugale Vandunnai Sevittu. We have come here in the early morning of time. What is she going to tell? There are three very important subject from three important message from this particular Pasuram. What is it? Number one, our objective is to be with Krishna and do something to Krishna all the time to his lotus feet. Number two, we cannot live without Krishna even for a moment. Without what we are asking, what we are going to ask Krishna, by the way, what we have to come in the mood of Andal now. Andal is in the mood of Gopi. Now we have to get into the mood of Andal. Andal is going to ask something to Krishna, and what she's going to ask is like what we are going to ask to Krishna. So let also move into from wherever we are. Let's move into Vrindavan and get into the mood of Andal, where Andal is in the mood of Gopikas. Now we will get into the mood of Andal and pray the same thing to Krishna. The first thing that we are going to learn from here is Krishna, our objective is something that we are asking Parai at your lotus feet. Number one. Number two, we cannot live even a moment without that Parai. Number two, please, you have to help to banish, remove all the unwanted interference that we have from us to that Parai. There could be many obstacles for to execute what we have asked you between that Parai and us. Remove all those things. These are the three things. Lal Prabhu, please, enough. Come on, come on. Reveal what that is. It's too much of dragging of suspense is also not good. We'll get bored. No, we'll get to that one. So Krishna he is sweet, very sweet. Is every limbs of his body is so very sweet. But Krishna is waiting for a person who understands his sweetness and appreciates his sweetness. And Krishna is searching and searching and searching and searching and searching and trying to find who is that Mahatma. It's so very hard to find Mahatma who can understand my greatness. Vasudevam Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Su Durlabha. So Andal's message is that once we surrender to Krishna, then we become Krishna's slave. We should not be thinking of doing something else or thinking of something else or trying to surrender to someone else. Let's a small story before we further go into these details. A king got married to a girl from a middle class family, from not a so rich that girl. So king got married to a girl, and she became a queen now. And this queen, has never seen wealth so much like how the king has. And the king, every time, he just awards people, rewards people, and he also gives salary to his people, servants. Every time he gives a salary, the queen, who has never seen such a wealth, what she does is she goes on the side and tells those people who got salaried that you please give 50% of your money to me. Hmm. You give 50%. Queen, who has never seen the wealth, was amazed to see the wealth of the king, and also that she ordered those people that you please give that 50% of your salary to me. And when the king came to know about what has happened, he became very, 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 very upset. Very upset. Okay, so what? How is it related to us? Likewise, when we have Krishna, after we surrender, if we go to other devatas and ask, give me 50% of whatever you have, 10% of whatever you have, it's like the same queen who's trying to take a portion of the salary of the servant of Krishna, servant of the king. King is the one who gave the salary, and I am going to that servant and asking, give me a part of your salary. Rather, you could have gone straight to the king and asked, I want something, and Krishna, and the king would have given the entire kingdom to the queen. Right? So after surrendering, if we go to this devata, and pray to this god and that god, it is like the queen is going and trying to take the salary of the servant of the king. Rather, you have the king on your side, Krishna is on our side. Why even we bother to go and ask anyone else? It's not at all needed for that matter. It's really not needed at all. Therefore, that is a main point and theme of this particular pasuram. Now, let's get into the line by line of meaning of this pasuram. Chitrum Sirigalai Vandunai Sevit. Krishna is asking, why have you come this early? This early. Why did you come so early? Andal is telling, if you come late, then you would have gone for grazing the cows. If you come little later, then you will be busy. Your mother Yashoda will be trying to feed you some lunch and something. So that is also not possible. If you come little later in the evening, you will be taking care and playing with the calves. And will come little later after late in the evening, then you will be tired and you will go to sleep. Therefore, the best time is to come this time, early in the morning. Mangalarti is the best time because otherwise, not many people come to Mangalarti, right? That is the best time. Why? Because Krishna only have one or two people standing in front of him, so he can easily address their needs. If there are hundreds of devotees coming to the temple for Mangalarti, what happens? Krishna has to address every people. That is why we are all so very generous. We don't want to bother other person's interaction with Krishna. We don't attend Mangalarti. This is Vaishnava Seva. We are doing Vaishnava Seva. How? Not going to Mangalarti, not getting up in the morning, so that at least that one person standing in whole temple, one person is having interaction with Krishna. Krishna is talking to him. What a nice relationship that I have. What did you do? I gave an opportunity to the devotee. Prabhu, I gave an opportunity to that devotee. So, but take it as a joke, please. You all know what that means. So Andal is telling that is the reason we came early in the morning. Second reason is that it is Sattva Gunam. Early morning, Chitram Sirigale. Early morning is the right time to do any spiritual activities. As day progresses, it becomes challenging. It just becomes literally impossible. Anything we try to do after the early morning time, we can say that we are doing for the sake of doing for our own satisfaction. Yeah, that's all we can say. But when you get up in the morning as early as possible and sit and chant and listen to lecture, even study and even to memorize slokas, the best time to memorize any stotram or slokas, morning time is the best time because that is when the mind is in peace. Sattva guna, the time is also in the sattva guna. So we don't, that is why she's saying we came early in the morning. Early in the morning. This is the time where the yogis are walking, the sages are walking, the devotees are chanting. Therefore, what is it said? Tatra sattvam nirmalatvam prakasam anamayam. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tatra sattvam nirmalatvam. Nirmalatvam is not malam. Morning time, sattva guna is free of malam, contamination. Right thing is sattva guna. The best time for us to do any spiritual activity is morning time. That does not mean you when someone is calling you in the afternoon, come, Prabhu, do the service. Prabhu, this is Rajoguna period. I doesn't do any service during the Rajoguna time. And in the evening time, I go to bed because it's Tamoguna time. I do not do any service Other than 4 to 6, my service is done, because that's the only time Sattoguna Tiruppavai says, Chitram Sirugalai Vandunai Sevithu. I attend Mangalarti, go to bed, sleep, and get up for lunch, eat lunch, get up in the evening, eat dinner, go to sleep, Mangalarti, sleep. That is not what is being told here. That is not what is being. Vande, Vandunai Sevithu. Gopikas are asking Krishna to think about the way they come. You have to think about the way that we come in the morning. There was a dew drops on our head. It's not very good. The dew drops, the mist falling on our head, we'll fall sick. You have to think about how we came. How we came. She's reminding Krishna. She's reminding Krishna. So Krishna should understand that we have come to you with all this difficulty. Akinchanyam Ananya Gatitvam. We have surrendered Akinchanyam. We don't have anything. Kai in Tamil say Kai Mudal Illadavan. Mean we don't have anything in my hand. I don't have any bhakti. I don't have any jnana. I don't have any karma that I follow. Akinchanyam, where I can depend and come to you. Ananya Gatitvam. Okay, I don't have any other shelter or to go. I cannot go to any other person and ask. Unnai, Unnai, Un. Vandu Unnai, Unnai. She's reminding that you are Dhaya. You are Dhaya Sundu. You are Dina Dhayalu. Therefore, my Lord, you Unnai Chevit. We are not come to an ordinary person who himself needs help of you. Indra, we go to Indra. Indra is always into problem. And then we go to Lord Shiva. He gives left and right. He gets satisfied. Asustosh. He gives all the boon to anyone who asks. We go to Brahma. He has his own problem. They all have their problem. They come to you. So we come to you directly, Krishna. We didn't go all. We didn't go shopping around where this god or 3.3 gods. We didn't shop anywhere else. We come to you. Why? Because Astritya Rakshakan. You are Asritya Rakshakan. One who surrenders to you, you declare that you will take care of them nicely. That is why we come to you. Chitrum Sirigalai Vande Unnai Sevithu. Sevithu means we worshipped you. How did we worship you? By putting our hands together. Anjali Baddha, the Anjali Mudra. We worship in front of you, standing helplessly in front of you, telling that we don't have anything. We also saw the meaning of what Anjali Mudra is, like the melted sugar runs into the water. The Lord is a mass of sweet, a sugar candy. If we are all interested in, children are very much interested in wanting to taste candy, sugar candy, but the real sugar candy, not mixed with anything, completely sugar, made of only sugar, completely made with organic sugar, not white sugar, completely made of the sugar. If you think about who can be made of sugar, that is this Krishna is completely made of sugar. But then what happens is that when we go in front of and fold our hands, stand like this, that sugar starts melting and running away out of bhakti. Therefore, we have come to say with, we come here to do them same. Even if we think we are going to the temple, here, see the greatness of Krishna. He is just trying to see an opportunity for to help us. We may not be happy, but Krishna, see how great he is. Even if I think that, okay, today I want to go to temple, today I want to go to the temple, but then I get up and then take 4 steps, and then I stop going to the temple. I don't go to the temple. But the thought of I want to go to the temple and I took 4 steps forward, Krishna makes a note. He came to my temple. What? Really? Yeah. Krishna's like, they don't ask me, how can you, Prabhu, that if you tell all these things, tomorrow people are going to tell Krishna has taken care. I thought about it coming to the temple. Krishna is know about my heart. Therefore, I'm not go. You don't need to worry about me coming to the temple or not coming to the temple. That is not why I'm telling this one. And this is to just explain the greatness of God, greatness of Krishna, how Karunyam, that how great he is, so compassionate he is. But we should not take advantage of Krishna's compassionate nature. That's the point. We should not try to find loophole and, oh, Krishna, I just have to think that I want to go to temple. That is enough. So Krishna will be happy. And I'll be happy and continue doing whatever things I need to do. It's not so. Even Krishna go to next extreme. Even if you get ready, and then go get into the car, and while you're driving towards a temple, one of your friend is calling, hey, Lal, come on, there's this movie has come. Why don't we go to the movie? Come on, man, this is really good movie. Let's go there. It's some commercial movie. It's not anything to do with Krishna. But my friend is calling and tell, come on, let's watch this movie, and I have a couple of tickets. Let's go. And I turn the car to the other side and go to the theater. But what Krishna did is he drove to my temple. He drove to, because why? I already took a step. I was driving and got distracted some other way. But according to Krishna, he marks as Ajnana Sukriti. He makes us that knowingly or unknowingly, he did some good activity of the thought of taking a step to come forward. Therefore, those are the starting points. These are the Sukriti. These are the things which helps one to grow in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, as devotees, we are also trying to give this Sukriti to other people by going out doing Nama Sankirtan, by distributing Prasadam, by distributing book who doesn't have any ideas what they are. We are creating a credit history. We are creating the credit history for them to build and build and build. We are helping them to do this. As devotee, we are supposed to help them to do this one because Krishna is waiting for that Sukriti, one small thing that's there in us. Then Krishna is happy to move it, push it further, take it further. One do say with it. It was not easy. I said it. First thing is it was not easy. We took all the way to come from starting. We put a meeting together from Pasuram 1 to 5. We put a meeting together. We discuss about what all need to be done, what all not to be done, and we gathered, we discussed, and we answered question and answers. Everything took place on the first day, the previous day, from Pasuram 1 to Pasuram 5. And then after that, was it easy for us to come over here? No. Some of the girls was not cooperating. Pillai, Pe Pinne, Hodugalamuடைய Pavai, Maman Mahale, Ammanai, what is it? Potkodiye, and Natchelvan Tangai, and then many girls. All this girl, Kanninai, Podre Kanninai, Naudayai, Ilam Kiliye, all these girls, we woke up. It was not easy for us to wake them up. Somehow we woke them up. We all came to your mansion. Next problem, third problem. Your Koil Kapan, the people who are saving your mansion, they didn't let us in. Somehow we convinced them, we can't. Vasal Kapan, when we came inside, other guy is standing there, he did not let us, but somehow or the other, he also let us in. And what happened after we came? Your father asked a question and your mother asked question. Your brother was a tough one to deal with, but somehow or the other, he also gave his blessings. So we passed through all these things. Now we are standing in front of you, and we came and woke you up. Then there was a problem. You're not getting up. Then we understood we made a mistake. We woke up. Nappinai. Nappinai got up. In that way, we have come. Vande. It was not simply just like that we came. We went through all these challenges, many things, and Vande. These are all the beautiful explanation given by the acharyas, by the way. One day, it's not as simply we came wearing a Nike shoe or a Reebok shoe or all these nice shoes. Our feet are hurting. It was not easy to come. It was feet are hurting. Krishna, that's fine. You came here, but this is all fine. But did you even before getting up? It's a practice that you have to do Surya Namaskaram. Did you do any Surya Namaskaram? That is what we are doing right now, Krishna. That is why Surya is not out yet. But don't worry, we are here. It's because it's early in the morning. Surya is not there, but we are here. We are doing Surya Namaskaram. Krishna saying, where is Surya Namaskaram you are doing? I don't see anywhere. Vandunne Chevite. You are the Surya. Your beautiful face is like a sun. Your whole body is an effulgence of hundreds and thousands of sun. Therefore, we are doing Surya Namaskar. Vandunne Chevite. By the way, there's a comparison between the Surya and Lord Krishna. What's the comparison? It's beautiful. What's the comparison is that when the lotus sees the sun, Surya, the flower blossoms. The flower blossoms. When Krishna sees his devotees, Krishna blossoms. Wonderful. What happens is when we see Krishna, when we take the darshan of Krishna, the heart is of a lotus get blossomed with knowledge. Number one is that when the lotus sees the sun, it blossoms. When Krishna sees us devotees coming to the temple and chanting and dancing and enjoying the prasadam and association, he blossoms like the lotus. That's 1.A. Keep it as 1.A. 1.B is that when we take darshan of Krishna, our heart is like a lotus, the heart of lotus. Idaya Tamare, they say. It's Idaya Tamare, the heart lotus, like lotus, it blossoms with knowledge. The knowledge. That's number one, 1A, 1B. Number two, the sun evaporates the water when there's a heat. heavy sun. Now that we are all having this snow everywhere, it's not at all melting, too much thing. But when the sun comes to the top, it evaporates all this. The ice will melt and it evaporates the water. When Lord come into our life, he evaporates all our sins. Therefore, we can see comparison between the sun and comparison between the sun and Lord. The third point is all the planets revolves around the sun, and all the devotees circulates around Krishna. All the ways the bumblebee, right? Bumblebee is always revolving around the honey which is in the flower. Likewise, the devotees are always around devotees are always around Krishna or Krishna's devotees. In that way, the sun and Lord are equal. Number four, if we get closer to sun, it burns us. The sun is very nice, but when we go closer to sun, it burns us. Those devotees, when they get closer to Lord, what burns is all our anadi kala karma. Everything will get burned. And the second is, the 4 point B is that when there are demons who are against devotees, they all get burnt into ashes. Number five, if no sun, the world will not function. We all know that sun is the very main important thing for all of our functioning and things to move on. If there is no sun, the world will not function. If Krishna is not there, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Therefore, Krishna and sun are one and the same. Number six, what makes sun great is that effulgence, the rays and effulgence of the sun. What makes Krishna greater is the effulgence that adds Krishna. What is the effulgence of Krishna? Nappinai, Mahalakshmi, Radharani, Sita, they are all being with Krishna is the effulgence of the sun. Sun becomes greater because of his effulgence. Krishna becomes greater because of Radharani. That's all why the sun and Krishna are one and the same. Number seven, the difference between the sun in the sky and the Lord as the sun himself. That is the only difference that we saw all the while is a comparison of how they are same. The only differences between the sun and Krishna is that the sun raises and set. Is Krishna is there is nothing called is raising and setting. It is always there. Sun at least raise and set, but Krishna is always there, who doesn't have setting and raising, is always there. That is what said in Chitram Chirigale Vandunne Sevit. Now let's move on to the second line. Second line. Un potramare adiye potrum porul kelai. Until now, we have not seen what Parai is. We are getting there. Please, we are building up the mood over here. So please be with enthusiastic mood to know what's going to happen soon. Un potramare adiye potrum porul kelai. Potramare adiye potrum porul kelai. So she's from, if we take the Pasuram, 30 Pasuram, you can remove the first Pasuram from the 30th Pasuram because the first Pasuram is introduction Pasuram. Introduction to introduction. That's Margari Tingal Madinirenda Nannala, that first Pasuram. The last Pasuram, Vanga Kadal Kadinda Madhavane Keshavane, Tingal Tirumugothi Seria, Senderenji, that's the 30th Pasuram. We'll just remove this two Pasuram. How much is left? 28 Pasrams left. In this 20th Pasram, then we can consider the second Pasram to be the first Pasram, and 29th Pasram that we are seeing today as a last Pasram in the theme. You will find something very interesting. That is, in the second Pasram, Andal said, Par Kadalul Paya Tuindra Paraman Adi Padi. Please hear, you don't need to know the language, but you can catch the words here. Par Kadalul Paya Tuindra Paraman Adi, Adi, Adi Padi. That is the second Pasram. And in the last Pasram, in the particular theme, that's the 29th Pasram, she is telling Potramarai Adi, Potrum Porulkelai, Adi. She started with Adi and she's ending with Adi. This is very, very unique composition, by the way, because usually this is not the way the poetries or the slokas are composed. Andal is the only personality who starts with Adi and finishes with Adi. What does Adi means? The lotus feet. She started with the lotus feet and she ended with the lotus feet. Usually, if you see the Vedas, how the Vedas goes is, he starts from the top. When it's describing the Lord, the Veda starts from the top and goes to the bottom. Whereas Acharyas, when they sing and write, compose or any poetry, they go from the bottom to the top. Veda says Sahasra Sirisha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishta Tasangulam Sahasra Sirisha Purusha Sahasra Sirisha. Hundreds and thousands of heads. Veda starts from the head and goes to the Padam, is go to the Padam. Is good to the part. Whereas when you go to the Alvas and Acharya song, Kaatave Kanda Pada Kamalam Nalladai Thotum Udarabandam Mathirumarbu Chevvai. They start from the lotus feet. What is Kaatave Kanda Pada Kamalam? The lotus feet. You have shown your lotus feet. You see that it's starting from the lotus feet and go slowly up, 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 up. But Andal did not from start to bottom, did not go from bottom to up. She stayed in the bottom. Starting her Pasuram was started at lotus feet and ending is also at lotus. Adiye. Therefore, Adiye, it's not Adi, it is not Adiyum, it is not many feet. It is not just this feet. It's only this feet. Yekam. It's just only this feet is a only shelter. One potramari adiye potrum porul kelai. Porul kelai. We have come here singing your glories, singing your name, singing, chanting your different names. Why we have come here? We are going to tell you. Please let காவலில் புலனை வைத்து கலிதன்னை கடக்க பாய்ந்து நாவலில் தருகில் நமன் தமர் தலையின் மீதே மூலம் குண்டும் எழுந்த முதல்வா நின் நாமம் கற்று ஆவலில் புடமை கண்டோம் அரங்கமா நகருளோனே. This is another Tondaradi Podi Alvar sings this in Tirumalai. It's another beautiful pasuram like Tiruppavai. Tirumalai is another one. It's only at 40 pasurams. Very beautiful pasuram where he is telling that we are courageous people. We are brave people because we can place our foot on the head of Yamaraj. Because why? We have your precious thing called your name, the holy name. Because of the holy name, chanting of the holy name, we are not afraid of anyone. We can even stamp on the head of Yamaraj and walk. So the whole Tiruppavai is telling another important point, how important it is to chant the name of the Lord. As we chant the name of the Lord, when the Lord appears into our heart, then for us, that is the ultimate goal of our life, where we don't get attracted with anything else. Pachema Malipol Meni, Pavalavai Kamalachengan, Achuda Amara Rere, Ayardam Kurunde Yenum, Ichuai Tavera Yan Poi Indra Logam Alum, Achui Perinum Bendem, Arangamana Horolani. This is another beautiful pasuram where it says that same pasuram in Tirumalai, where he says, I don't want anything else. My dear Lord, I don't even want to be elevated to heavenly planet. I don't want to become Brahma. I don't want any of this thing. For me, just looking at a beautiful form, Ranganatha, looking at a beautiful form, Sri Rangam is my Vaikunta. Sri Ranganath is Narayana. Why even I have to quit this place and go? Exactly like Hanuman said when Rama said, "Well, is everyone ready?" They were just Lakshmana. Not Lakshmana was not there anyway. When everyone was making a count attendance. Okay, you are gone. Okay, your name. Come, everyone is calling out every name. Every name. He was just calling out everyone names and asking, "Excuse me." Yeah, calling out everyone names, but then one name was missing there. He saw Hanuman. Hanuman, come on, you're missing. Get in, get on. We have to go. It's time for us to go to Vaikunta. We have to go back. And Hanuman said, "My dear Lord, when I come there, will there be Ramayana pravachan? Will there be a lecture on Ramayana?" Rama said, "I don't think so." Well, will there be chanting of Rama, 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 Rama? Will there be chanting of your name? I said, there will, it's not exactly so, but my name will be chanted and how great I am, how wonderful I am the creator and so forth. All they chant is Vedic mantras. Vedic mantras, I see. Excuse me, my lord, I'll just stay back here. I'll just stay because this place is Vaikunta for me. Wherever your name is being chanted, that name, that itself enough for me. I'm happy to stay here. That's what is being told over here. And Narayanane Namake Parai Taruan, where the first pastor we saw, he gave Parai, he is the only one who can give Parai to us, and that Lord is sitting on the throne, and now they are ready to ask a question. Yetra Kalagal Eribungi Midalipa, Matrade, Palsurim, Valal Perum Pasukal, Atra Paditar Mahane Ariurai. Now, Krishna, understand, open your eyes, you opened your eyes, now start getting up and walking. Kingini voice says, Tamari Pupale, Singan Siridide, Yemel Vidyavo, Tingalum Adithan Yerindar. Then Krishna wakes up and then opens his eyes and he walks and he comes. Now he's going to she's asking to go and sit on the throne. What is it? Mari Malamuji Mani Kidandarungum, Sirius Singa, Mariutu Tivirt, very Mairunga, a part of Pendude, Muri Niman the Muringi, Purapat, Podarma, Poleni, Puva Puvana. Now he's come on the throne. When Krishna came on the throne, and Krishna is going to ask, what do you want? Un coil Indrangane, Ponderli, Kopude, Sirius Singas, and the Yamanda Kariam, Ara and Arlo. பாலன்ன நத்து பாஞ்ச ஜன்யமும் போல்வண்ண சங்கங்கள் போய் பாடுடைய எனவே சால பெரும் பறை பல்லாண்டு இசைப்பாரே கோல விளக்கே கொடிய விதானமே. We want the 6 items. Krishna says, oh, take it, you have it, whatever you want, you have it. I can give whatever you want. Now you please tell me what you want. உன் தன்னை பாடி பறைகொண்டு யாம்பெரு சம்மானம் நாடும் புகழும் பரிசினால் நன்றாக சூடகமே தோல்வழியே தோடை செவிப்பூவை பாடகமே என்றனே பல்கலம் யாமணிவும். Then Krishna, she's telling that we have done the fasting and everything is over. Now you appreciate with some gift. And Krishna has given that gift to them. And in the 20th Pasuram, கரவிகள் பின்சென்று காணும் சேர்ந்துனும் அறிவொன்றும் இல்லாத ஆய்குலத்து உன் தன்னை பிறவி பிறந்தனை புண்ணியம் யாமுடையும் குறைவொன்றும் இல்லாத கோவிந்தா உன் தன்னோடு உறவை நமக்கு இங்கு ஒழிக்க ஒழியாது அறியாத பிள்ளைகளும் அன்பினால். Therefore I am surrendering unto you, Krishna. I am completely surrendering to you. I understand. What is that you want? Krishna saying, what is that you want? Please tell me. Petrum meitunum kulandu. But then Andal is saying, my dear Krishna, I have to still tell you why I'm here. I have to explicitly explain to you why we are here. Looks like you lost your intelligence. Petrum meitu unnum kulathil pirandu. Because you are born into our family, you lost your intelligence. You are not able to think properly, Krishna. You're not able to think properly. Unnum kulathil pirandana means that if cow eats, we eat. If cow drinks, we drink. If cow goes to sleep, we go to sleep. If cow at all take bath, we'll also take bath. That is, everything is based on what cow does. Therefore, cow doesn't have intelligence. We don't have intelligence. It looks like you are also coming into this category of you are also not having proper intelligence. You're not able to properly think. நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது. We have not come to here to place you. We have not come here to just pray and go off. That is not the only reason. We have come here to ask you something very special, and that one is different than whatever we are asked so far. And what we want from you, that one should remain with us forever, for eternity to come. That is what we want. What is that you want? What is that you want? நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது. நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது. Don't give up on us. You have to give what you have to. You have to give what you have to give us what we want. இற்றை பறை கொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா. குற்றேவல் பறை. These are the two important terms. குற்றேவல் பறை. குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது. இற்றை பறை கொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா. Now comes the point. What is Andal asking is Parai. What type of Parai? Kuttreval Parai. What is Parai? What is Kuttreval Parai? What she's asking is, I want to get married to you and have a happy life, have children, and if possible, you find a job in America. We can go there, settle down in a nice place, and then we can apply for green card, and then we can become a citizen, and then we have generation grow there, and we can have a nice house. That is what she's asking. No, my dear Lord, I want this one is mine. No one can take that one. All 500,000 are asking the same thing. What is that? We want kind karyam service. If anyone is asking what is the essence of Tiruppavai, this is the essence of Tiruppavai. The 29th Pasuram is the essence of Tiruppavai. All the way she came from Pasuram 1 to Pasuram 29 of placing a pratana that I want service. Now you can think why Tiruppavai is so very close to our heart, so very important to us, because every one of us, all the devotees are hankering for some service, or we have to hanker for some service. And that is why she took all the struggle to do this one. Service, service, service. Well, I thought you want to get married to me. I thought you want to be with me. I thought you want to, yes, but everything in the mood of service. Not minus service. I want to enjoy you. I want to have Sumitra, mother of Lakshmana. She told Lakshmana, now that you decided to go with Rama to the forest for 14 years, when you go there, in the name of being Rama's brother, Don't sit next to him. No, don't sit next to him and start enjoying Chitrakoot, Panchavati, and start having nice fruits, dry fruits, and all those things. That is not the reason why I have given birth to you, Lakshmana. That is not my reason why you are born. The only purpose that I wanted a son like you and Shatruguna is that I want you to be the servant of Ramachandra. Your entire life, not only 14 years, your entire life, you are meant to be a slave of Rama. You're meant to be a servant of Ramachandra. So therefore, it is not only on a Sunday you go and do some service. It is not only on your birthday you go and do some service. It's not only when the holidays are there you go and do some service. Your mood should be always 24 hours, 7 days a week, 30 days a month, 365 a year, days a year, and rest of your life, you are meant to do service. Do not take away that thing from me, Krishna. Andal is telling, we want service. We only want service. We don't want anything else. Nothing else we want. And then that is the reason we also asked for all those different things. We want the conch shell. We want the instrument. We want the canopy. We want all those different things. Why? Because we want to use all those things in your service. Everything has to be served. We want to become like that. How a conch is in your service, how a instant sticks is in your service, how a flower is in your service, how the arti plate is in your service, how the water is in your service, how the fire is in your service. We also want to be in your service like that. And Krishna is saying, wait. Those are achit. Those are non-sentient beings. They have the water, the fire, the flower, the instance sticks, the article that we are using for the harti. Everything is achit, I mean non-sentient. They're not conscious being. They are not. They doesn't have intelligence. But you're talking that. But you have intelligence. You have intelligence. But what Anal is saying, we want to become like that because the banana or the flower or the instance six never complains. Why are you handling me like this, Prabhuji? When you're holding the agarbatti, the instance six, hold it like this, not like this, and squish me. And the flower is not going to, hey, I'm so soft and gentle. You're the Pujari sir, please handle me carefully. We never ever hear the flowers complaining to Krishna, complain to the priest, the instance, the water, the fire, nothing because they are achit. We want to become in your service like the non-sentient being, not get impacted or affected by anyone telling anything to me. We go to the temple, we do some service. At our bad day that day, some devotee will say something. First time ever I come to the temple. After lot of difficulty, my wife is telling, "Wife, let's go, come, let's do some service. You're here. Why don't you go and help make some thing, cut the vegetable in the kitchen?" I don't want to do that, but then somehow I'm here. Let's do something. I'm going there and I'm trying to cut the vegetable like that. And one senior devotee comes, Prabhu, did you wash your hand? Did you chant today one round of mala? And you are not supposed to handle the fruit like this. You have to cut like that. He start telling all different things, and I just lose interest. This is why I don't want to do any service at all. This is why that person is yelling at me, that person is telling them, therefore I stop doing this one. But we are able to make a decision not want to do continue our service because we are a sentient being. That means we are conscious entity. We can make discrimination and decisions. We have intelligence, we have knowledge. Therefore, I decided I'm not going to the temple, I'm not going to do service. But if I was like a knife, I was like a cutting board, I was like a grinder or the food processor or whatever the instrument and things that we have. No, one day the gas range that we have at our temple said, Prabhu, I'm burning like anything every day, 3 times, 4 times. You keep on cooking on me, keep on cooking, mommy. It's very difficult. Look at me, how you're treating me. You're pushing here and trashing. We never heard the gas range or the knife or the cutting board complaining. Therefore, my dear Lord, we want to do the service, but we want to do service like Achit. They don't complain. We don't also want to complain. That is what I want. I want குற்றேவல் எண்களை குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது. You, my dear Lord, you should accept our service. You should accept our service. We have not come here to simply seek a drum, an instrument. We have come here to seek your service. All we want your service, and that service should be uninterrupted service. It should be uninterrupted service. We should never ever be devoid of doing service. The biggest punishment that we can give to a devotee is don't do any service. If the authority of the temple want to punish a person, that person, the temple authority can tell you're not allowed to do this service. Of course, temple has a right to do that one based on the condition. There could be if someone is an abuser and he's been coming and doing some service at the temple, and we found out he's an abuser, you got to stop that person coming to the temple and doing that. That's a different category and different thing. But just because you're angry on someone, you don't like someone and something, you just don't say that you don't do service, right? It could be you don't want to get your personal agendas of having grudge on someone. Therefore, we should never be devoid of any relationship with you, and we want to be having that relationship in the service. When you have relationship means that means you're doing service. If you're not doing service means you're not having any relationship. It applicable to any relationship that we have in this world. Husband wife, your husband and wife, the husband should serve this. The relationship is strengthened. You can tell that we have a relationship only when husband serve the wife, and wife must serve the husband. The parents should serve the children. The children should serve the parents. The employer serves the employee. Employee serves the employer. That means there's a service in every relationship that we have. Therefore, my Lord, please, please, please don't cut off my relationship with you. That means what? Don't take away my service from you. I want to be dedicated. The entire life should be dedicated for serving you, my dear Lord. Sheshatvam. By Kaikariam, the Seshatvam is what is important. Please bless us so that our mind will stay always away from other things, but at your lotus feet. Our service nature should not be dependent on Desha, Kala, and Avastha. Avastha. Our service should not be dependent on the time, place, and circumstances. It should be always engaged in the service. Therefore, what we are requesting is நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது, குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொல்லாமல் போகாது, இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா, இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா, கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா, கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா. Three times we say it, right? 27, 28, 29. 27, கூடாரை வெல்லும் சீர் கோவிந்தா. கூடாரை, why she called Govinda over there? Why Andal called Krishna as Govinda in 27th Pasuram? You must be remembering now. Udare Vellum say Govinda, because you who goes behind the cows. You one who goes behind the cow, the protector of the cow, maintainer of the cow, Udare Vellum say Govinda. Therefore, yours Govinda. In the second 28th Pasuram, Kure Ondrumillada Govinda. Why? Because you have gone, you come to us to be one among us. Therefore, here Govinda, that's the second reason why she called Govinda as Govinda. The third reason, cows and calves association. Now you're called Govinda. She's only called Govinda. She's not adding any prefix to it. In the previous time, he added prefix to it saying Kudare Vellum said Govinda. Govinda. When it came here, she simply said Khan Govinda. It's not a Shahrukh Khan or this Khan or that Khan. It is Khan means look. It's just simply calling it Khan. Look. Govinda. That means she's not adding any prefix to Govinda. That means she's just calling Govinda. Simply Govinda. Because you're Govinda, but what is the use of your being Govinda? Your Govinda looks like you have lost your intelligence. You have been associating with the cows and calves and people like us. Therefore, you lost your intelligence, Govinda. She's little sounds like as if she's not happy with something, right? Therefore, you're not happy. Another important points where Acharyas give is Andal has other names also. Goda Devi. Goda is also name of Andal. Andal, Goda, Andal Nachiyar, Sudi Kuduttaval. So there are many names are there. One of the another name is called Goda. That means when we chant Govinda, Goda is already inside. Go plus wind plus da. You see, go plus wind plus da. The wind is in between. So that wind on the other side, left hand side and right hand side, go and da, go da. Therefore, anyone who chants Govinda's name, they will be winner, win. Go, win. They will be a winner if we chant Govinda's name. And therefore we chant Govinda, 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 Govinda. This time she's only calling Govinda as simply as Govinda. Why? Because you are the grazer. You take the cows to graze. You take the cows to graze. Now Krishna is asking, didn't you all actually wanted to marry me? But now looks like your whole program has changed. You came all the way from there. I know that your village people, everyone wanted to go and do perform this nombu to get rain. But internally, your intention is not about that. Your intention to wanting to do no Pavai nombu is to get married to me. But now, instead of talking about marriage, you're talking about service. Utravel, and Parai. You're talking about this service. What's happening here? Have you given up on me? You don't want to get married to me? And then and then Andal is saying, well, service means marriage. Marriage means service. Once you get married, it's not that you're devoid of service. The service means we are going to get married and we are going to continue doing your service. How Mahalakshmi is always serving your lotus feet. She's always serving your lotus feet. Likewise, we are making sure we are the wife like Mahalakshmi, where we'll get married and not that we'll go out of you and stay in our parents' house for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and whenever chance comes, I'll go away. It's not like that. We are dedicated for you and you alone, Krishna. It's no, we are not getting married for the sake of marriage. We want to make sure we are not like other women where they get married and do whatever they want beside keeping their husband away. That is not we are. We are not such a wife. That is why we are telling service comes first. An important thing is service. And I'm telling you that when we get married, we will continue to serve you. And Krishna said, okay, are you sure you're going to continue to service forever? Yes, of course. Or you will only serve on particular days. No, எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் உன் தன்னோடு உற்றோமை ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம். This has to be emphasized so much. உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம். I'll tell you what that means. எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும். And it's nice, we got married and then then after we die, wife is on her own and husband is no where we don't know. Once we die, it's not wife is going to continue us with us and we are not going to continue with our wife. We are gone. We may gone into a next life. We may have someone else as our wife and someone else as a husband, and life may carry on, continue, right? But what Andal is telling that no, the service that we want to do is not only for this lifetime. I want service, the service at your lotus feet for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. Sometimes what people have this question is there are 7 lives, 7 lifetime, and after 7 lifetime you will get moksha. This is a completely wrong idea. I don't know how even people have this idea. But some people have this idea that there is 7 as a human because you born as a born as a a lower from the lower species next species as a what is it, stavara, and then jangama, and then pashu, the kida, the instinct, what is it, the reptiles, and then and the creatures, small creatures, and then reptiles, and then birds, and then animals, and then finally become a human. When you're human, take 7 times human life and you'll attain moksha. That is not right. That is wrong understanding. Anadi kala janma. We are going through life after life after life, several lifetime. Therefore, one way of understanding is Andal is not telling only 7 lifetime I want to do your service. On the 8th lifetime onwards, I'll do my job business. It's not like that. This is just an indication of we have to extract and extend that 7 lifetime to millions of lifetime, millions of lifetime. For the beauty of this Pasuram, she said, she has mentioned here, எற்றைக்கும் ஏழு means 7, ஏழு பிறவிக்கும். That does not mean only 7 lifetime, life after life after life after life after life. If I have to take birth, let me be engaged in your service. Always, please, just one thing you don't do to me. You do whatever you don't, you can do whatever you want with me. But only one thing I'm begging you not to do is take away my service, my Lord. Do not take away my service. Another meaning has been told here is எத்தைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும். எத்தைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் means whatever avatar you take. You come as this avatar, Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, Vamana avatar, Rama, and whatever avatar you take, let us also come to they have come, let us also come and assist you in that thing. Therefore, my service is not only my lifetime, because what in case devotees are going to go back to Krishna. They're going to go back to Krishna, especially those who are surrendered like Andal. There's no question of having a second life. Definitely, one has to go to Krishna. One has to go to Krishna. Then, how is this particular line, Yatrikam Yeru Piravikam, applies? You're already in Vaikuntha. If you're already in Vaikuntha and the service is going to continue there, it's not only service here, over there, no service, service is going to continue, but you're not going to take birth. Once you attain moksha, you're not going to take birth again. That's period. It's one-way ticket. You go there, you're done, you cannot return back. Therefore, we have to make a decision whether we have to purchase this one-way ticket or not. It's our individual choice, because once you go there, then you cannot go to Hawa, you cannot go to have a movie, you cannot go to Bollywood, you cannot have all these different types of enjoyment, and yeah, none of those things are, you're going to miss all those things over here. Though, please make sure before you purchase a ticket to Vaikunta, do I need a one-way ticket or two-way ticket? But if you're making a destination of Vaikunta, there's no option or second ticket. There's no return ticket. Two-way, it's not two-way, it's only one-way ticket. That we have to make a complete, we have to become strong. This is one-way ticket. I'm not going to come back here. That means I'm not going to be crying for my father, mother, brother, sister. Oh, I'm going to go away. What's going to happen? None is going to be possible. We are gone. We are gone. The question is, means when we go to the spiritual world, what does it mean then? How can you take birth again? Two meanings. One meaning, which I already told, that Lord may take several appearances into this world. As you appear, we will also want to come appear and assist you in your service, in your pastimes. When you are performing pastime, we also want to engage in helping you in your pastime as a service. Another meaning is that when we are in the spiritual world, it is said the Atma who has been liberated into the spiritual world, they have the Shakti to expand themselves into different bodies. Not one body. They can take tens and hundreds and thousands of bodies. So what she's asking here is, my dear Lord, when we return back to spiritual world, we want to take hundreds and thousands of body and engage in your service. My God, in one body, we all have just one body. In this one body only, we are not able to do service. We become tired. We can't do much. We get frustrated. We get upset. So many things are there. In one body, we can't do a service. But Andal is telling, when we return back to Vaikunta, we want to take hundreds and thousands of body. One person, how is that possible, Prabhu? What are you talking about? Is the Atma going to be divided into 100 body, or the Atma is going to be divided into 1,000 parts, and 1,000 bodies get one Atma, two. It's going to, Atma is Nainam Chintanti Shastrani. Krishna says the Atma cannot be cut into pieces, withered by the wind, cannot be burnt by the fire. Nothing happens to Atma. If that is the case, how is that when we go to spiritual world, we can take multiple bodies? That is because it's not that Atma divides, the consciousness that present in one primary body get extended into the other bodies. Like how Atma in my body is situated, please pay attention, little philosophy. Atma is situated in my heart, but my fingers are moving, my eyes are moving, my foot is moving, everything is moving. How? That means the consciousness of Atma spreads throughout the body, which makes the limbs and parts of the body to function. That's a maximum that I can do. I can make my body function through my consciousness of Atma is spread all over the body. Therefore, I'm able to do. But there are yogis. What they do is they can extend their consciousness to a other body, and they can function exactly however they want. For this hand is, you are watching the video, I'm guessing. I have two hands here, right? So I can do like this to this hand, and I can do like this to this hand, like this. It's not necessary, it has to be the same. I know it looks funny, you must be laughing, but I'm just trying to demonstrate here. One hand is doing something else, another hand is going up and down. This hand is going horizontally like this, vertical and horizontal, vertical and horizontal. How is that? Because of my consciousness, I can decide how I want to move the body. The great yogis can do the same thing. The great yogis, mm, what, I don't know why I'm forgetting this Rishi's Muni's name. This Muni who came out of the water, and he went to the close by the kingdom, and he got married to the 60 princes, and he expanded. Saubari Muni expanded himself into 60, and he was having a happy life over there. He was having happy life over there. Likewise, the yogis can do expand their consciousness. Atma is in one body only, but the consciousness spreads into all other body. Likewise, when we get into, but by the way, this is not the same case with Krishna when Krishna was spending time with 16,000 wives. Do not apply the same thing over there in Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam, Krishna also expanded himself into 16,000 and he was doing different activities. Oh, now I understand, Prabhuji, how Krishna could do. Krishna is Krishna in one body and his consciousness spreaded into other bodies and is functioning there, but Atma is one place only. No, that is only for Jivatma. Jivatma resides in one body, but its consciousness expands into other body. The Jivatma doesn't expand. The consciousness expands into the other body. But when it comes to Krishna, Krishna himself expands. Krishna himself, how Prabhu? Achintyam. If you cannot, it's inconceivable for us, and we cannot give an examples for all such things. It's inconceivable. Krishna is not that his consciousness is expanding from Krishna Atma to another bodies. Krishna Atma. That is why Krishna is Vibhu. Jiva is Anu. Jivatma is Anu, Krishna is Vibhu. He is big and pervaded, but not as. Why I was saying this one is that Andal is telling when we go to the spiritual world, we want to expand ourselves through our consciousness, not with Atma. Atma doesn't expand. Jivatma remains Jivatma, Paramatma remains Paramatma, even obtaining Mukti, or even obtaining moksha. We don't become Paramatma. We never become Paramatma. Our Atma also gets expanded. It never happens. Now, again, Atma expansion is not at all there because Atma never goes through any changes. Anyway, too much of Vedanta philosophy is not needed. Now, what they're asking, I want the service even when we go to spiritual world, we will do service in such a way, it's expand. We expand our body so much so we can continue doing our service. So what we have to do is, what we have to do is we take a step towards God. When we take step towards God, Krishna is Kanta. Shriyakantaya Kalyana Nidaye Nidayeti Sri Venkata Nivasaya Venkateshaya Mangalam. So this beautiful song is there, right? Where the Shriyakanta is like a magnet. Krishna is like a magnet. When we come little, just take a little step. Krishna like a magnet, just pulls us in. Krishna pulls us in. Therefore, we can see, we may think that devotees who are practicing Krishna consciousness have left the moment, left and gone. They've been doing the service for here. They've gone, Prabhu. They are no more in the temple. No, they are not gone. They've gone from our eyes and our proximity, but they have not gone. Kantan. Kantan means what? Whose name is Kantan? Krishna name is Kantan. Kantan means magnet. It's another name. Sriyakantan. So he is a magnet. He will never let anyone go. Once he added your name into his dictionary, his book, that person is not gone out at all. Krishna is as a magnet. He was always pull that person back. Oh, எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும் உன் தன்னோடு உற்றோமே உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்சேபம். Unake means just to you. Because what did Krishna say in Bhagavad Gita when he's concluding? Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam. Not that you surrender to everyone else, also surrender to me. Mam Yekam Sharanam Braja. You only have to surrender to me. And it's not an opinion. When Krishna says this one in Bhagavad Gita, he's not giving some feedback or opinion or some sort of instruction. It's an order, it's a command. We have to take this Charma Slokam as a command, an order by Krishna. It is not it's just a feedback or an instruction or something like that, right? It's ordering Yekam Sharanam Braja. You only have to just surrender unto me alone. Ekam. Likewise, unake. We will only surrender to you and we only do service to you, you alone. We are not here to serve any other people, any other god, any other devata, any other, etc., etc. We are here to only serve you. Unake nam aatchevam. We are completely under your control and we are here to engage in your service, my Lord. Untanod utrome unake. Untanod utrome unake means For you and I, we cannot be separated. We have to be together. We will be together. That relationship cannot be cut. And this Navavida Sambandha, we saw this yesterday. Therefore, Krishna, there's no way that you can take away my service, and no way that you can say you don't want any service from me, because our relationship is such a way that I have to serve you for eternity. மற்றைனம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Ask மற்றைனம் காமங்கள். மற்றைனம் காமங்கள் means we have so many desires. What are the desires? Material desire, like I want to study well, I want to get into a good job, after that I want to get a good spouse, I want to settle my life, I want to get good children, I want to make money for my retirement, I want my parents to be happy, I want etc. We know all this. I don't need to list this one, as if none of us know what we want. This is the one that we really know what we want. We don't know what is really that we want for our atma, but we know what we really want to be happy. Therefore, Andal is telling matrinam kamangal matru. Please change all our consciousness towards those desires that I have. And is the Andal telling that change my material desire of house, family, father, name, fame, prestige? Please understand, she is on the 29th Pasram. When she's in her 29th Pasram, she's not going to go to back again, grade 1. When Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita also, he also was little upset. He was not upset. He was also little down. When Krishna was concluding Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter, Krishna is trying to say that, my dear Arjuna, do yata ichchati tata guru. Do whatever you like to do. By the way, this is the statement we have to be very careful. This, if you just take that line out of Bhagavad Gita, it's just completely, whole thing changes. Because Krishna has told, Prabhuji, Krishna has told, do whatever you like to do. No, Krishna said, Yatachati Tata Guru means, I have told you all those things. You take whatever you like and do what you want to do. I've given a step. Do this yoga, that yoga, that yoga, that yoga, that yoga. I've given a guidelines. You now can pick whatever you like and do however you want to do. That is a message of Yata Ichchati Tata Kuru. Right? We should not take it wrongly. But then Arjuna got into a problem. Arjuna, my dear Lord, I am your servant. You don't need to give me a choice. Tell me what you want me to do. There's no need for you to give me any choice, Krishna. Just give me an instruction what you want me to do. I will do what you wanted to do. You told me that I should be surrendered. I should do bhakti yoga. I should whatever, right? So therefore, I will do what you want to do. Because Arjuna also had a fear in his mind. How am I going to do this one? What is it I'm going to do? How am I going to do this one, right? Therefore, Andal is also talking about wanting of a good house, lottery, and all those things. No, that she passed through all those things. She passed through all those things. What she's asking is, there are devotees who have this mood, that they go to the Lord and then they ask for some services. But what Andal is asking is, my dear Lord, my only thing that I need from you is the desire that I have is, you need to change my desire is that I don't want to be the enjoyer of doing the service. This is an important point. Yes, we'll give you service, but matrenam kamangal matru means, while I'm doing services, please help me that I should not get in the mood of I am the enjoyer of this service. I am not the bhokta. I am not should be the bhokta. You are the bhokta. You are the bhokta. I am not the bhokta. So you are the enjoyer. I am not the enjoyer. Please, matrenam kamangal matru. This is the main important secret of that particular line, because we may do wonderful services, great services, but somewhere in our heart we may have some traces of, this is very, I'm enjoying this service. It brings me great joy and happiness. I'm enjoying this service. And then what happens when you start enjoying the service? Then we start noticing other people are noticing you, and you start thinking, oh, you're very special. What happens then? Then you start expecting others also, more people to also join. Then you want to become famous. Then you want to become name, fame, prestige. Finally, you forget why you wanted this service. எற்றிக்கும் ஏழேழு பிறவிக்கும், we forgot that life after life I want service. Now I want service for my name, fame, and glory. Therefore, what Andal is telling, matru. Please change that consciousness that I have. While I'm doing, I don't want to be the enjoyer. It is this that I'm doing because for your enjoyment. So I have to do like Achit, not by Chit. I don't want to be carried out by emotion that I am doing for my own enjoyment. I might have told this example. Please forgive me if I'm repeating this again, but it's worth to be recollected. We all play the snake and ladder game, right? If you have not played, it's a nice Paramapadam, they call Paramapadam in Vaikunta Paramapadam. They gave, especially they play during the Vaikunta Ekadeshi day. They keep to keep themselves awake. They have this snake and ladder. They try to play this game, right? So snake and ladder, there's a snake, small snake, long snake, there's a small ladder and big ladder, and then all is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it goes all the way. So if you're lucky enough, you get a ladder, you skip 2 rows and go up. If you're lucky enough, you get a bigger ladder, we can skip 10 rows and go to the topmost row. All right. If you're not lucky enough, you may get into the small snake and you have to come again starting point or somewhere there. And if you are so bad in luck, you may go hit somewhere in the long snake. Somehow or the other in the Krishna consciousness, we went through giving up all this different name, fame, prestige, and everything. I'm interested in attachment of material things and this sukham and that sukham. Gave up every single thing, and we are just progressing in Krishna consciousness very nicely. 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, 5 row, 600, past 10th row we have come. That's all. We are just going to go back to Krishna. We have passed through everything. Everything is gone. Now we have come to 97. And then we came to 98. We are standing on the 98th block where all we need to dice, all the number that we need in the dice is number 2. If we get the number 2, we are into Vaikunta. But 99, there is a long, big serpent, a big snake, which will pull us down from there, 99, to starting point. If we get that 1, we are down. If we get 2, we are gone. And that is the very final test that Krishna keeps to us, all of us. That's a very final test that Krishna keeps. Are you doing the service for my pleasure or your pleasure? If you're doing for your pleasure, your dice will give you number 1. You will be pulled down to the starting point. If you're doing for my pleasure alone, you get 2, you come to me. You come to me. Un matrenam kamangal matrelo empavai means I am doing for your pleasure, my Lord. That's all I'm doing. I'm out of this. I am not expecting any joy, any happiness, any name, any prestige, nothing. I'm doing for your pleasure. This is a beautiful pasuram where it gives an importance of what service means. It's not a service that we are go and do in any non-profit organization, orphan, and all the different things. This service we are talking about Krishna consciousness, engaging ourselves in Krishna service. And this pasuram tells us how important service to be engaged in service. It is not an optional one. It's a mandatory for every single aspiring devotees. It's not an optional one, because this is what we are all praying every single day by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What did Prabhupada translate this one to? My dear Radharani, my dear energy of Krishna, my dear Rama, please engage me in your devotional service. This is what we are chanting 16 rounds by 108 times. How important this service is. Any challenges come, any obstacles come, anyone says something, anyone does anything, that should not stop us from our service. That should not be stopped. We have to take up service. Service is our only wealth. Sottu. Service is our only wealth. Nothing is going to come with us. Service is the only one will come. With that said, now we will see the last part of it, how this speaks about Acharya Vaibhav, the glories of an Acharya. All the disciples gather in front of a Guru and they all folded hand, they pray to Guru, say the Chitrum Shirigalai Vandunai Sevittu. That is, we go to an Acharya, that means it's early morning time. Whenever we go to an Acharya, that means it's Chitrum Shirigalai, it's a morning time. In other words, the time when we can get knowledge, that time is a morning time. It doesn't matter whether it's afternoon or evening or whatever it may be. When we come in contact with an acharya, when we come in contact with a guru, that time is an auspicious Satvika time called Chitrum Chirikali. That's the best time. We can consider that is the best time. We don't need to look into Yamakala, Yamakanta, Raga Kala, and this Kala and that Kala. When we are in the association of our Guru and Acharya, a saintly person, that time is the morning time. What morning time is? It's a Sattva Guna. It's an auspicious time to find, because that's when our jnana get expanded. Our jnana now is condensed, compressed. Our jnana should expand. It will expand during the morning time. When is the morning time? When we are in touch with Guru and Acharya. That time is Chitrum Sirikalai. Bandunnai Sevitu. When we come and surrender at the lotus feet of Acharya, that day becomes Chitrum Sirikalai. That become that when pray, my dear Lord, I am my dear Guru Maharaj, my dear Maharaj, I am yours. When we say this one, that means it's Chitrum Sirikalai. That means Chitrum Sirikalai. We don't need to wait for an auspicious birthday to make our day as Chitrum Sirikale. Any day, when we get an association of a saintly person, that day is a best day for us, and we can say it is Chitrum Sirikale, meaning it's a morning time, meaning that's a Sattva time, it's an auspicious time for me to expand my knowledge. What happened is that one time, Yamunacharya, who is an Acharya of Ramanujacharya, but he passed away. He passed away in Srirangam. But then that time Ramanujacharya was in Kanchipuram. But then before Alavanda, before Yamunacharya, Alavandar is another name. Before Yamunacharya passed away, he left his body. He told to one of his disciples, Periyanambigal, I want you to initiate Ramanujacharya. Ramanujan. He was not Acharya at the time. Ramanujan. I want you, Ilayal one. I want you, Periyanambigal, I want you to initiate Ramanuja. And Periyanambigal was walking from Srirangam towards Kanchipuram. And then Ramanujacharya personally got an instruction from Varadaraja Perumal, the Lord of Kanchipuram temple, Varadaraja. He got an instruction that he must get initiated by Periyanambigal. You look at this, the Lord is telling instruction to Ramanujacharya to get initiated by Periyanambigal, and then Alavandar is giving instruction to Periyanambigal, you should go and initiate Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya started walking from Kanchipuram towards Srirangam, and Periyanambigal started walking from Srirangam towards Kanchipuram. They both met at one place at Madurantakam, a nice place, a place called Madurantakam. And in Madurantakam, Ramanuja fell at the feet of his Guru, to be Guru, Periyanambigal, and begged, my dear Lord, please initiate me. I want to get initiated by you. And Periyanambigal said, oh, yeah, definitely. That is the instruction of Yamunacharya also. Therefore, I'm going to initiate you. Why don't we do something? Let's go to Srirangam. And then we will do. Otherwise, Kanchipuram is not too far. We can go to Kanchipuram in front of Varadaraja. I'll initiate you, and you can be an initiated disciple. And what Ramanujacharya said? My dear love, let's not go to Srirangam. Let's not go to Vaikuntham. Let's not go to Varadaraja temple, Kanchipuram. Now in Madurantakam, where you and I met, let here itself you please initiate me. You yourself, because wherever when I see you, when I got the darshan of you, that time is the best time. Cannot be compared to any muhurta, any time. When I got the audience, when I got the darshan of my guru, that time is the best time. Therefore, we don't need to go to any kshetra, tirtha, no other place. This place where you are standing, my Lord, my Guru Maharaj, this place is a Punya Tirtham, is a kshetra, Punya kshetra. Therefore, you please initiate me right away. This is why this is the first thing. Chitram Chirigale Vandunne Shevittu. Next line, how it glorifies Acharya. One Potramare Adiye Potrum Porul Kelai. It is only our Acharya's glories that we always sing. We all Potramare Adipotrum Porul Kela. It is the lotus feet of the Lord. It is lotus feet of the Acharya is a savior for us. It's him who is going to save us. Therefore, it's something that we have to be attached to his lotus feet, the Acharya's Guru's lotus feet, which we can always sing and glorify how great the Lord is. Petrum Meitunnum Kulatil Pirandu. Acharya make sure we if you remember what we've been told, Petru Meithanum Kulatil Pirandu means what is the actual literal meaning? That, my dear Krishna, we eat when the cows eat. That means the cows eat, then we start eating. Like that. Likewise, Acharya make sure that the disciples are eating first and then they eat. Why are we even talking about eating here? What is that we are eating? Eating here means that he makes sure that we are doing what we are supposed to do in Krishna consciousness. He feeds us with knowledge. First, he feeds us with the knowledge. With the knowledge, he makes sure that we are doing some services, right? So make sure he gives the knowledge to us. Therefore, likewise, Petrum Meitunum Kulatil Piranda means that he makes sure he feeds us with knowledge and engages in activities. நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொள்ளாமல் போகாது இற்றை பறை கொள்வான் அன்று கான் கோவிந்தா. Kuttreval. This is Kuttreval and Parai are two important terms. I said Kuttreval means service to Guru. Kuttreval means service to Guru. Parai means service to God. Another meaning to these two words. Kuttreval means service to Guru. Parai means service to God. We don't need what we are saying. Kuttreval engali kollamal pohadu itrai parigulvan andrukan Govinda, where she's telling what we are praying to Acharya is, for us what is important is Guru Seva. We want to serve you, and your service is more important than serving Krishna. Your service is more important than serving Krishna. Please listen very carefully, because if you don't understand what this means, then we'll all stop doing service to Krishna at the temple and we'll only start doing service to Guru, our Guru Maharaj. I don't come to the service to do service because I heard today that the Kutteval Engalai Kollamal Poha, the Itre Parigolwan, Gandulan, Govinda. Therefore, I'm going to do only service to my Guru Maharaj. I will not take up any service to Guru, service to any temple. That is not what it means. In Tirupati, many years back, Ramanuja had a disciple called Anantalwan. He sent Anantalwan from Srirangam to go to Tirupati so he can make some the garden, beautiful garden. In the garden, he can collect the flowers and make garlands and offer to Balaji, Srinivas. That was his service assigned by Ramanujacharya. Anantalwan went to Tirupati and he was doing the service very nicely. One fine day, the Lord Balaji sent a message saying that, asking Anantadwan to come. Anantadwan sent a message back through that people saying that I am busy doing some service, I will not come. Just note the story. Anantadwan was telling, when the Lord is calling him, Anantadwan is telling that I am doing some service, so tell him that I'll come after I finish my service. The Lord got a little upset. The Lord personally came here and I said, what are you doing? I'm calling you to come and you're not coming. Do you know I can kick you off this place? Do you know I can kick you off this place? And Anantarwan says, my dear Lord, first of all, this place doesn't belong to you. This is Varaha Dev's place. You yourself staying in someone's property and you want to kick me up? And Lord becomes further upset. What are you talking? You know that you're meant to serve me. That is why you are here. And you're surrendered and you have to be obedient. You have to serve me. And Anantarwan started laughing. He said, my dear Lord, I think you're misunderstood. I'm not here to serve you. I'm here to serve my Guru. My Guru has given a service to serve you. Therefore, I'm not here to serve you directly. I'm here to serve my Guru Maharaj, who assigned me to serve you in this way. Hence, I'm doing my service. I've not completed my service. What my Guru Maharaj said, I have to make this garland perfectly right so that I can give you and so my Guru Maharaj can be happy. I want to make sure my Guru Maharaj is happy. So, what is any bona fide gurus? What they will try to tell is, my disciple, as you are my disciple, you have to serve your local temple. That comes as a priority. Priority for any disciples. A bona fide, authentic guru will not tell, do not go to the temple, do not take up Krishna service, do not do this one, only serve me, serve me, serve me, serve me, serve me. No, serving guru means serving the local temple. So for any acharya will tell, serve your temple authority, serve the devotees. That is the service that you're going to do to me. Besides this, some sannyasi, some gurus may give some one or two services that related to their direct services. That is also nice. One can take up, but not to take up direct service and give up the service that we have to do to the local community. That is not at all good. And no guru will ever say that for any of his disciple. We have to keep that in mind. How to understand I'm doing Guru Seva is by serving the temple, serving the devotees, serving the deities. That is what the real Guru Seva that we are trying to do, and not to think otherwise that give up the service and go away and do something else. Please make a note of that one. That's very important. Now, உன் 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 தன்னோடு உற்றோமே ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம் மற்ற நம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய். By engaging in the Lord's service, we don't want to forget, right? This by engaging in our Lord's service, this same thing that we are trying to say here. And by engaging the Lord's service, we have been engaging in the Lord's service. We go to the temple, we do something, but that we should not forget our service to Guru, our service to Guru. Therefore, this is an extreme point of what she is telling is remove what we are telling to Acharya is, my dear Lord, remove our desire to even serve the deity. We want to serve you. But when we have this mood, what Guru is telling is, yes, I want your service. You now serve your temple. Now you serve your local authority. That is how it's all connected together. It is not separate this one and separate that one. When we pray to Guru Maharaj, I can give up the service of deity, but I cannot give up the service of yours. And Guru is telling, very good, you only serve me. And the service is, go back and serve your local temple. Everything is satisfied now. Everything comes now, right? So Sitram Sirgale is a beautiful pasuram which talks and glorifies how service is important, how it also talks about Acharya Vaibhavam and greatness of Acharya. With that said, we have completed Tiruppavai, the main section of Tiruppavai, 29 pasarams from 1 to 29, finally coming to the point that what we are going to get out of this is service, service, and service. What we have to pray to Krishna and Nappinai, Radha Krishna, is that engage me in your service, engage me in your service, engage me in your service. That's all we have to do. Now, with that said, tomorrow it's Andal is going to compose sing a last pasuram, which is about Phalastuti. Those who have heard Tiruppavai all these 29 days without fail, without missing out a day, what is that they are going to get? But Prabhu, just now we already prayed for that. We want service, right? What is going to be more greater than that one? Andal will tell us what is it going to be tomorrow. Therefore, please do not miss tomorrow's presentation. Tomorrow is the last pasuram. We will be concluding tomorrow. Tiruppavai, 28th pasuram was Saranagati, and 29th pasuram is service. Service not later, right away. We want service. So 27th pasuram also she extended. 28th pasuram also she's after surrendering, what she was asking is service, and 29th pasuram what she's asking is service. What is important? Is surrendering is important or service is important? With that said, I'll close it. Just 2 more minutes. Is surrendering is important or service is important? Because the end result, whether we are in this world or whether we are going back to the spiritual world, that service is not going to change. Service will exist in this world and when we go there. When in the path of Sharanagati, what takes precedence is the end result. I have surrendered, but I don't do anything. It's not Sharanagati. It is not bhakti. I have surrendered. I will do everything to the best because that is what is important, will take us to Krishna. That is a journey that will take us to Krishna. Therefore, it's a travel which will take us to Krishna. What? Sharanagati, by performing services so that when we go back to Krishna, we can continue our service over there. With that said, the prasadam that we all have to make today, bhog that we have to make today and offer to Krishna is Venpongal. Venpongal means the salty pongal that usually we make. That's one. Or you can make tamarind rice, puliogara, tamarind rice. Or you can make like yesterday, you can make dadyonam, curd rice. Or you can make a sakara pongal, sweet rice. It's your choice, any one, or you can also make everything. It's totally up to you. Please make, offer and enjoy offer as a service to Krishna and enjoy what has been tasted with Krishna. When you enjoy, when Krishna eats a prasadam, you get happiness by seeing Krishna's eating and you enjoy the prasadam that sense. And I also tell one more thing that I apologize that I've been getting some few questions from devotees. Not that I'm ignoring you. I will respond to you after tomorrow. From Wednesday onward, I'll personally message your questions and answer your question. Please excuse me. I'm not ignoring you. Thank you all very much. Join us tomorrow. Now let's recite and forgive me for your name. Thanks for tolerating me. Let's recite this Pasuram today. Today's Pasuram, not Pasuram. சிற்றும் சிறுகாலை வந்துன்னை சேவித்து உன் பொற்றாமரை அடியே போற்றும் பொருள் கேளாய் பெற்றுமை துண்ணும் குளத்தில் பிறந்து நீ குற்றேவல் எங்களை கொள்ளாமல் போகாது இற்றை பறைகொள்வான் அன்றுகான் கோவிந்தா எற்றைக்கும் ஏழேழ் பிறவிக்கும் உன் தன்னோடு உற்றோமை ஆவோம் உனக்கே நாம் ஆட்செய்வோம் மற்ற நம் காமங்கள் மாற்றேலோர் எம்பாவாய் ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம் எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம் தேங்க்யூ ஆல் வெரி மச் ஹேவ் அ வண்டர்ஃபுல் டே